Hello, hello out there in Facebook land. Happy Saturn's Day. I'm gonna wait a few minutes, wait for some people to share and join. I'm going to try and share this myself. See. So much energy right now. Big message. I've been touching on it a little bit. There it goes. When messages start coming in, right here gets so itchy. And I start scratching. I pull in my ear sometimes. There's a lot of that. So I hope everybody's having an awesome Saturn's Day. And I'm happy to be here in my sacred space with all of you. Yo, yo, Phaedra. Itchy palms, itchy palms, itchy palms. I got my little notes. I had to rip it off of an envelope I had because that's how I am. I actually have a text message in my thread to myself that says notes, and then I voice message myself because I'm a seer and things come in and I have to get them down. Driving the kids around right. Nice. Well, I'm here to give you guys some messages. Messages that, one, are being followed up from May and July that are happening now. I've been posting on my personal page about this, not so much on this page. So some of you may notice, ooh, I just hit my tripod. Some of you may notice me posting about spirit activity. I just made a post about that. And the influx in it. And how it's very more prominent right now. And yeah, Samhain, Halloween, you know, that's coming up and all, but it's a little different than that. As my music shifts. Literally just stops. So I basically want to touch on that and bring in that message a little more prominent, a little more heavy, so you guys can really understand this, because I've been speaking about this message. I went back in my videos, my transmission videos, and I did a message back in the end of July, stressing about the message I did in May about the perceptions and not letting your perceptions of yourself be jilted. Not allowing influences from outside your being to influence who you are and how you perceive yourself. That was in May. I touched on that again in the end of July when I did transmission video volume 11, because I spoke about the influx of spirit activity happening prior to right now. I touched on in that video, it was a YouTube video, so you do have to go on my YouTube. I will, I think, pin it to the comments here. But, so basically, in transmission video volume 11, in May, the end of July, I did on my ancestral burial ground. So I was at the cemetery, at their plot, because I was amplifying their energy, because messages were coming in a lot from my ancestors. And also needed the protection on giving the message. So that was the end of July. I spoke about the influx of spirit activity beginning. I touched on Sylvia Browne predicting years ago, I want to say probably like 11 to 15 years ago, about one day the veil being non-existent, about certain people being able to communicate, visually see, experience, and tap into the spirit realm, so to sense. So this was something that was predicted many years ago. And I touched on in the end of July in my number 11 video that it was beginning, that the veil is going away, it is no more. This is why this week and this past week have been so heavy in influx of that activity to people who aren't so much usually used to it. Myself, I'm used to it a lot. It happens on a daily basis. I physically have to cross souls over a lot of the time. And that's just for my own protection, because they keep following me until I do it. But what I wanted to stress here is that that influx of spirit activity is going to happen and keep happening. That veil is no more. Sylvia Browne was right. I've been feeling it very hardcore. It's been coming in since May. I've been stressing about it since July. I recap on my transmissions to get you guys to understand. Again, I'm also learning timelines with these transmissions. These have been happening my whole entire life, and I've been like seriously trying to get a grasp on when exactly these things will occur so I can help warn you as much as possible. Because that's what these transmissions are, warning of energy. So I've been speaking about it since May, this influx of activity. Now that we're in October, we're close to Samhain, All Hallows Eve. Some of you do not reference Samhain as Halloween as Samhain. That is the correct pronunciation. When you see Samhain, it's actually said Samhain, the witch's new year. So, and November 1st, of course, the Day of the Dead. So this is like the high time of non-existent veil and all that. But what I'm here to say is it's gone. It's not coming back. So with that, and with our raising of our vibration of the planet, it's shaking a lot of stuff up. The Atlantis energy I spoke about, shaking a lot of stuff up. It's not only just bringing in that high vibrational grounding energy, the energy that's beneficial for us to create, to keep going, to generate, to... There's even more coming in with that, which you'll see soon enough, about the ingesting of energy and the fact that we won't need as much water to ingest to survive and sustain. That's going to be a totally different video. But the point of this is that this influx of activity is affecting our energetic ecosystem. So we are rising with this higher vibrational energy. But with that higher vibrational energy rising on the planet, awakening on the planet, it's awakening that dormant, equal but negative part of that energy. Okay? So what I want everybody to understand is it's levels. Okay? 3D reality, we don't exist in anymore. That's gone. We're now in the 5D reality. This is the inevitable part of it. So with that higher vibrational energy is awakened, but also that equal but negative vibration is awakened. So that lower vibration we are so used to in the 3D almost up-leveled with us to the 5D and awakened that version of the negative energy. This is what I'm trying, I hope everybody can kind of grasp what I'm saying here, is that we may have moved out of the 3D, that lower vibration, into the 5D. But don't for a second think the 5D does not have a lower vibration, stronger than the 3D, but equal and negative to that positive higher vibration of the 5D. You get what I'm saying here? Phaedra, I think you're pulling this in and you're understanding here, if you're still watching. So, with that being said, and that veil being non-existent because we are on that plane of 5D, being able to be in one, so it's a little different. In the 3D, we were 1 foot in, 1 foot out of that spirit world. 1 foot in the 5D, 1 foot in the 3D. Okay? Now that our physical reality is the 5D, we have both feet in. Okay? So with both feet in, you're a little more awakened, a little more aware, a little more attuned, a little more tapped in. This also is going to happen to people who are not awakened. They're going to start sensing things. They're going to start being more susceptible to things. And this is what I want to express right now. With this heavy influx of spirit activity, there's a lot of uncrossed souls that need to be crossed. This push in higher vibration is almost forcing them to cross over because they can't exist in our reality. There are going to be some negative energies and spirits that don't want to cross. There are going to be some that are going to try and manipulate or affect us. They're going to try and almost cause us to change our actions to act for them. In the more weaker-minded, weaker energetic people. The unawakened that don't understand that this energy is manipulating and not empowering. I'm going to, an experience that happened to me a little while ago. Earlier today, I was out. I went to AC Moore. I had to get, I don't even know. I think I had to get drawstring bags for mailing product. And I'm standing, there's a big line. I'm waiting. This isn't the only occurrence, but this is what really, really fueled me earlier to express that the spirit activity is no joke. So now I expressed in my personal page, wear brown tourmaline, hold brown tourmaline, black tourmaline. Utilize that crystal that is going to extract and dispose of that negative energy because we need as much extra help right now as we can get. Not just with the people that are awakened. We have to, all the more reason to protect your energetic field because... So now the point of this story is I'm in AC Moore, not even AC Moore, they're not even open anymore. Joanne Fabrics, that's where I was. I'm in Joanne Fabrics, there's a long line, and I'm waiting, and I'm not saying this because it was a gentleman, and he was creepy, but there was a gentleman, and he was creepy. He was standing in line, he was waiting he was with an older woman, she kept walking away. He was probably closer to my age, a little younger. But my point of this is he seemed very, lethargic, depressed, not in a good mental state. As I'm sitting there and I start to experience the energy because I'm stuck in line, the intrusive energy he was projecting, the intrusive energy that started tapping into him, the fact that the spirits that were lingering, the apparitions and stuff, were getting closer to him. This is a little more explaining of this. And it almost felt like that these spirits were walking in him, trancing him, without his knowledge and causing him to act odd, a little creepy. There got a moment where there was a glazed over blank stare in his eyes and his face, and his eyes looked completely black, and all I was trying to get him to understand is the line was moving and I needed him to go forward. And he looked very confused and out of it. And I instantly, Hecate, who was part of my protection, instantly was physically behind me. So I knew there was something not right. And as I'm seeing it, I felt the presence even more of that malicious, negative spirit influencing this person who's almost escaping their minds because they're in a different place, escaping where they want to be in reality. Whether that be a mental state or actually taking something that puts them in a different state. I don't know. But my point is, the less you understand the perception of yourself and stand in your protection and your power, these uncrossed souls or negative energies are going to influence a lot more than you think. I felt very uncomfortable. I felt very off. 2 registers opened up and they proceeded to walk closer to me. And I felt very threatened. And I honestly, because I feel the magical work I do and the healing work I do, that this energy that tried to manipulate him did not like what I did. So this energy was taking this soul that's not really tapped into anything. That's kind of like just a vessel they can jump into and ride. Okay? And this person has no idea what's going on. None. But that energy, I feel like if it was in a different situation, it could have almost made this person attack. And physically maybe attack me on an energetic level, but it caused them to be physical. This is something I want everybody to understand and be careful about. This spirit activity, the fact that the veil is non-existent, the fact that we're going to be walking around in reality, whether you are aware of it or not aware of it, the spirit world is now blending with ours. So these energies can almost touch you and you feel it. Even if you're not in tuned or highly sensitive like myself. It's very disturbing. It's very manipulating, and a lot of it is due to the power that we are able to attain at this time. And these energies don't like that. So, as we rise, the bad acts out. If you want to call it a test, that's fine. Test of your power, that's cool. My best advice is energetically stay protected. We're in a time frame right now that so many people have no idea or understand. And some are awakening to it and understanding there is way more out there than we can even fathom. But I just need to stress and emphasize that the need for psychic protection is very clear. It's the need to step into your power is very clear right now. There is a lot of people on the planet here that aren't tapped into their power. A power that, it's almost like a service. It's the only way I'm going to say it. I do drum clearings. I make magical product. I do spell work. I create spell work for other people. I help change fate in others. But there's other things that happen on this planet that, go unseen. Like when uncrossed souls come to me and I have to cross them, regardless of how it makes me feel. Something happened at table tipping the other night at Ascension X. We had to cross a soul over. Something happened to me personally while driving in a vehicle with someone. I couldn't do anything about it. It comes in, it happens. It's to the point now where we can't ignore it. I've been told for over 15 years that I've been able to cross souls over it, and I've denied it. I can't deny it anymore. It's been happening, and there's a lot of other people out there that have this ability that don't tap into it. This is something we should be doing, like I say, as a service. Not to get payment. This is something I do to help balance out the universe, to help balance out Gaia, Mother Earth, our plane of existence, humanity as a whole. So I guess if I'm here saying, if you're highly sensitive like myself and you're understanding this influx of spirit activity, and you get to a moment of your day and this intrusive spirit is coming in, trying to get you to understand them, trying to get their message across frantically, and you can feel deep down in your gut the nauseous feeling you're getting, how uncrossed the soul is and how much help they just want and how the need for closure is there. Call on your guides, call on Mother Mary, call on Archangel Michael, Hecate. Help them cross. Ask them to cross to the other side, to be able to have their soul go where it needs to be. It's as easy as that. This is a message I have to get out to people. If you don't connect to that energy, to those energies, do some more research within. Find out who you are as a person and what your ability really is. And then you'll get more answers. Find a teacher that you're connected to. Learn that craft, that art, that magic within you. We all have it. We just have to figure out a way to tap into it and express it. I do it through drums and shamanic work. I do it through my creations. So, we're being influenced by negative spirits. The veil is no more. Nadia, you're very welcome. It's heavy. I have not let go of my brown tourmaline in 3 days. I was sitting doing work, and I had just had orgonite on that I made. And I'm like, this is not enough. This is not enough. I feel like I'm having a heart attack. I feel like something is trying to jump into my body. This is not right. I called on my protection. I amplified the energy of the Valkyrie within me. I did what I had to do magically to protect myself. And I grabbed the stones that I needed to use, and I felt better. We all have our own little rituals for that, and we should definitely change them when we have to. It's another thing a lot don't realize. With that higher vibrational shift and the negative, lower vibration almost, being stronger because we're raising our vibration, so that negative energy is raising with us. Not even that it's raising with us. As we level up, we encounter that higher level of negative energy. It's not even that it's coming with us. It's that we're into a different level. So now we have to navigate, defend against that higher, lower vibration. It's pretty simple. When you get technically, energetically precise with it. I have a lot of different techniques I'd be glad to assist with. If you guys are confused about that, hit me up and let me know. I am going to be uploading more orgonite pendants, charging plates. Orgonite is helping deflect the electromagnetic frequencies on the planet. So it's deflecting the EMF from your cell phone, your computer, your appliances. And I've been pouring orgonite in my sacred space for 2 months. I don't have an electric bill. I go on my account, I look at National Grid, no bill. You owe zero money. Where's it at? Just saying. I think it's kind of funny. I know that there is a big movement of people that bury orgonite around big power plants and such and utilize it around their electric meters because it does decrease that. So, it's pretty cool. We'll see. But yeah, I want everybody to heed this warning and understand that as we level up, we're going to encounter a higher level of negative energy. It's not that we'll level up and it'll be non-existent. We can't be all in the light. I'm sorry. Chaos needs to happen for order to happen. So we cannot raise up to a higher vibration without still seeing some type of chaos in some form or another. So let's create order to it. Stay protected. Set clear boundaries. Utilize this week of Samhain and connect with your ancestors. Know that they're here to help and assist you because we're the ones here to break that karmic line to our lineage so we can move forward with ease. So say yes to yourself. Say yes to your future. And have a wonderful evening. So peace, love, and blessings all. Bye.